visa was a very bad situation for me.
Every time I come to US, I always learn something from here and get back to here.
Networking is not very important.
A higher paying job has higher volatility.
I know you have resigned the central government job and came to US.
Those 5 minutes are a part of the curriculum.
So what you made to come to US?
There are a couple of things behind that story. Is that first of all, we were academically brighter students and we thought that we'll achieve a lot in India, but we could not achieve as per our expectation. So after trying many things in India, we thought that we should look for opportunities abroad, because we were knowing that we are going to have a saturated life over there. We were in jobs and they were kind of repetitive with limited growth in infrastructure. So we wanted to explore more about what other opportunities in higher education we could get, and we wanted to make best use of our time. So we did not want to take any more chances back in India. And then the second part to that story is that we had a motivation of just choosing US because my brother had an experience staying in US. He came here in 2012. So he kind of pushed us most of the time that you're wasting your talent back in India. I mean, it's not like every talent gets wasted in India, but
Right.
He said that you'll have better chances of making up of your life using your talents.
Now you're doing a PhD, right? So now why you did not join PhD directly instead of you did your master then you went?
So that may be attributed to lack of our exposure to the system that US has, and then we did not have any guidance that we could directly apply into PhD program to get into PhD. And we were also not sure that if we are looking forward to a PhD, because it's a big time commitment, 5 years of commitment of staying in academic field and doing research. So we always thought that, so back in my head, because of some experiences of my students or batchmates from my college, they told me that once you go to US, you'll love to do a PhD. But they told me that even if you want to do a PhD, a master is never going to hurt. So try your chances with a master's. If you like, then move to the PhD, else find a job, and job will also have opportunities to do research, etc.
Okay.
Yeah, but still I would like to add, if students really want to come here directly for a PhD, it is always an option. You don't have to go through that path of masters, because in our times it was very less exposure, and even the information available was not that much. But right now it's like the world has become more cosmopolitan. You have all the exposure and information, so why spend so much money for masters if you really have to do a PhD?
But there are risks associated with the PhD, not with masters. You will get with a degree in a master's, you will get the same OPT as what a PhD has to offer. But they could kick you out of the program in a master's.
Yeah, that's what I said. If you are strongly willed and you really have to do a PhD, then it is always an option that you can come here for it directly. You don't have to take a U-turn with the masters and then do it. If you really want, you can do it directly. But yeah, it is very, very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, like just after bachelor's, so you'll see a trend from students from IITs. They never do a master's here, and they directly get into PhD program. Most of the good prestigious IIT students, they'll always do PhD here directly.
So they are aware of the process.
Yes, they have an institutionalized culture of information about how to move forward, because most
even
of the
for
people
internships, they go to like different other countries.
Right,
They do internships internationally, so they have a lot of exposure on how to move forward.
So they always come here directly on a fully funded PhD program without shelling a penny.
Right.
In the fourth year of their BTech, they are actually preparing for going out of India.
Yeah.
So I know you have resigned the central government job and came to US, right? So when you are in India, so what makes you to come to US? What did you feel about US? What this is how it would be, and after coming to US, what did you feel?
So initially, since I was born and brought up in Delhi, I was like, US might not be very different. I came here the first day we visited New Times Square. I was like, okay, it has those tall buildings and a developed culture. Everything is like that, but it is a lot of difference. In India, I don't know as of now, but when we were there, 2018, the government culture and even I'm not aware of the corporate culture, but America is a bit different. It has a lot of things to offer to you, and the reward system is really great, because I was struggling in India for a very long time and it was not much rewarding, but I really liked that culture here.
One could put it in that way that India prepared her for US struggles,
Yes.
and US become
My favorite now.
yeah.
That's something very important, and that's what we actually feel about our kid, because he will not be prepared for that struggle, because he has like everything in plate for him. It's an
Right.
easy life,
Yeah, it's an
but
easy
the
life.
struggles are really helpful to make you strong and grow very
That's
fast.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
we feel fortunate in that sense that we were born in India and then we came here.
came
Right.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the challenges you had when you come first?
First of all, for an international student or migrant, challenge of finance is the biggest one. But even if you cope up with that, then getting out of your shell is the biggest thing to do, achieve while you are pursuing your studies here. What I mean by getting out of shell is that we are like concretized in terms of thoughts and actions from our own motherland, like in
Indian
terms of
perspective.
we will say yes to everything, will nod our head like this. I mean, that's very famous for Indians. So we have a tendency of over promising,
Taking up all on ourselves.
taking all on ourselves, and then America is very professional, so we have to get out of that shell and break that barrier to learn and adapt to the new professional circumstance and culture that America has to offer. So one should be very receptive of that. The sooner he adapts to the system, the better it is. He should always forget whatever he learned in India and be ready to what US has to offer. Be cognitive of all the instructions, take everything seriously, and listen to what others are saying, because everything is institutionalized here in the US.
Be ready to push back.
Yeah, and like even the instructions, how to write a paper and everything, like in terms of every professor will provide you a 5-minute instruction before the start of the class, and we'll take it like in a way like what we used to take back in our country, but it's not like that. Those 5 minutes are a part of the curriculum. It is
Yeah.
institutionalized. Everything is very professional. You have to take everything very seriously, and then beyond that, you have to find your own opportunities. In India, what we believe is that, okay, I'm doing good, I'm a good student, I'm doing great, a company will come and will get placed in a campus
Because I have
placement
a very good GPA.
because I have very good GPA. This is good enough for me, but nothing is good enough in US. Yeah.
Right, I do agree. So every time I come to US, I always learn something from here and get back to here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is true. I would agree on that part. See, now the lot of students, the focus is a part-time job. They focus on the part-time job than doing focusing more on studies. So how? What is your take on it? Whether it's a good sign or
So my take on that is, so there are two kind of students who are coming to US. Those who want to achieve academically and make a name, and they have a plan for themselves in the life, like why they are specifically coming to US and everything. Then there are others who are a part of the bhed chal. Yeah, everyone is going there, and then I
They
should be.
follow someone who came, they did the part-time job, then they find the good job as well. So everyone wants to follow that path as well.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but they all live in the same community. So even the one who has academic inspirations will get inspired by the other one who is looking for the part times, because that's a temporary relief from the financial burden. But I would suggest for those who are coming here that have faith and trust in yourself. Utilize those 2 years of masters in super building your profile. The money is going to keep follow in the following years. Like, it'll just take 6 months of job to pay off your whole of the debt back in India.
Yeah.
So why would you compromise your learning years to earn meager sum of? I mean, I would agree if somebody is working in library at an like the institutional jobs are good, but that too I would suggest that no one should do more than 10 hours a week.
Yeah.
Graduate courses are serious courses. They teach like a complete book, and the courses here are very professional, industry based, so it all counts. And then just not the courses, in during that time you should get your hands on how to deal with projects in terms of application of those courses. That is the thing that is going to help you land up getting a job.
Yeah, try to have some out of the box
Yeah,
ideas.
the part-time job is for mediocre thought people, like those who can't think beyond a certain distance. Like,
I mean,
they
some
are.
semesters are really light. I can say you can do some of the institution-based jobs, 10 or 20 hours, but not like for 4 whole semesters you are trying to find a job, and then after your masters you want a job as well. That's not a very good idea.
I know students who work Saturdays and Sundays, complete days in restaurants, but that never pays off in the long run.
Right.
And then choosing the company, like
The group you want to
get along with, that's also a decisive thing to have in US.
Right. So you have completed masters and PhDs together, and there are something you have learned. Okay, we should not have adopted this way. I should have adopted this way. It will be better for me.
Mm-hmm.
So from your experience, for incoming students, what is a better way that they can follow to make sure that they get into a better track?
I'll have to construct that answer in some time, because it's a good question and it's challenging one. So in my point of view, mistake that I did was school rankings also matter here. So one should try building up their profile back in India to get into a good school, and also take GRE seriously. Like, if
those minor things
matter, because like when we appeared for GRE, she did not take it lightly, but out of the blue she lucked out that she crossed over the minimum requirement of GRE in our school. But if somebody is doing very good at GRE, then it's just a matter of time. Like, he could get an offer from Carnegie Mellon and good schools, Ivy League schools too.
Okay.
Like, means IIT students, they do go to Ivy Leagues, but other group of institution students could also make it to good schools if they build their profile like in a guided manner.
Because there is no outlier story here.
It's all professionalized.
Can do everything.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. So now, do you believe in the ranking of the university, or the individual matters a lot to get a job?
So I think like I have worked with big pharma companies as well during my internship, and I have seen managers who are from MIT, Harvard, but at the same time from my school too.
Yeah,
So
individual
profile that matters. Yeah.
You can always go to whatever company you want if you can build your profile that way.
Yeah. And sometimes I feel that like those which are like very highly ranked institutions, they do very niche work. They don't take into hands ordinary work that industry does. Then those students who want to get, like, if somebody is doing a niche research from Stanford, and it's hard for him to get placed in the common industry. He'll have to pinpoint his job search to some particular,
Or sell the name tag itself.
Yeah.
But with mediocre universities, I'm just talking about PhD programs. So at mediocre universities, just make sure that it's an R1 ranked university, and then I think all PhD programs are equally competent in America.
Yeah.
Because the professors are going to be super profiling. Like, you cannot get away with a poor PhD here, so you have to put in your heart and soul into the program.
Very
You could get away, but then it's just your own attitude and aptitude towards how you want to spend your time. But the peers, the colleagues, you look at the environment that you are doing in PhD, and you would not want to luck out or miss out on getting the best out of it.
Right. And Shavi, you are working with computer science on AI, right? So, what is the future? If the student want to choose a particular course on computer science, or computer science or IT or data analytics, whatever the course is, does it really matters the course or the subjects?
I think right now the market is all about generative AI. So it's better to have some courses or hands-on experience with those things, because as we talk about data analytics, it's obsolete now. Machine learning is obsolete. So if you have something with AI, it's good. It's really good. You do a degree in AI, you have some specialization in AI, you have some projects in AI, that's good. Machine learning is getting obsolete day by day.
And also, see, I always suggest the students who are from civil engineering or even chemical engineering or any other background, I always suggest them take one subject of AI, because everyone, previously what I was telling at previous years and all, I was telling whatever the subjects you take any technology subjects. Now I have changed my version that to take a AI course subjects.
Yeah, at least you have your doors open. You can sometimes figure out an internship related to that and then build your profile on that. Maybe you like it. You never know. If you're doing chemical engineering,
Yeah, but like in my experience, the core fields, electrical, chemical, electronics, and mechanical, those students never face any problem with respect to job search. They are not highly paid, but the core field remains with a stagnant growth here. Students from India that I knew during my masters and like following years, those I have been TA to those students, they all got placed. I really found people struggling in IT and computer science job.
So the new MIS, information systems, machine learning, data science, data analytics is AI. So that's what I would say.
Okay.
Core branches students, because they come in handful numbers. Most of the influx is from IT and computer science and this data science only.
And that market is really competitive right now.
Market is competitive, so that's why.
So many students back in India thinks that now it's a recession period is going on. The students are not able to find a job. And it's very difficult to survey now. Is it true, or the students are still getting a job?
I think students are still getting the job.
It might take some more time as compared to older times when you used to start a job search and get it in like 1 to 2 months. It might take some time longer, but the jobs are still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like the latest employment report also says that.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the way that the student, see, you got a job, you got into, after your master, you got into a chemical pharma and she got into PhD and all. So what is a better way the student can search for a job little bit quicker?
That has to be learned by doing only. So let's say a student is coming here for a master's. I would not say that. So most of the people who come in the fall, the internship application starts as early as October, but they don't have anything to put on resume because Indian experience never counts in terms of getting hired here. So they should spend considerable amount of time first semester understanding what they could bring on their resume. That will help them get an internship. Then during the January to April session, they should like apply seriously to the firms that they are looking to get in. Look for referrals.
Try to tailor your resume
Try to
to the
tailor
job
your
description. That's very important nowadays. It's because the market is really competitive.
The biggest obstacle is to get past the ATS.
Yeah, ATS.
If you're not even called for a job, howsoever competent you are, it's gonna go waste, right?
You're out of the game.
ATS means
This applicant tracking system that is adopted by all the companies. So they'll provide you a job responsibility, a job description kind of thing. But what people or like what students used to do is that they apply 500 jobs in a day.
right.
And use just one resume.
Yeah, she applied just once she knew how to apply, she would get call in every application she applied to.
Yeah.
So you need to
actually
change
have to
every time when we
Exactly,
change the resume
Yeah.
according to the company
Yes,
profile.
and not just apply everywhere. Not every data scientist job is meant for someone who has studied data science. You
Okay.
have to actually see what the job description is and what you have done. Is it a match? Then only waste your time in the application. Otherwise, you are literally wasting your time.
And trust me, during her interviews, I have listened to her interviews, and like those in which she succeeded, she really nailed it. They knew less about their company than she did. So
Yeah.
and it was like she knew all the questions, what they are gonna ask. She knew all the questions. So she got so much prepped up in all the interviews that it was like a usual affair.
Every
and
next
she,
interview was
like repeated shit, because she
conversation.
knew all the possible questions that are going to come in the
Right.
interview, and then she knew how to through answers in a way that leads
They
up to
can-
more questions and get it more interesting. So
Right.
So first is filtering your resume to past ATS and preparing very, very hard for your interview because it is very difficult to get a call, and if you get the call and you take it lightly, you are screwed.
Okay. This is new for me to letting me know that you have to change the resume for each and every company.
Yes, it is very
the
important.
thing is that also depends on the job profile as well. Like if it's a $55,000 job, then nobody is going to invest a lot of time in terms of analyzing a candidate. But if it's a good job, like high paying job, 120,000, then they are investing a serious amount of their time. They're serious about finding a candidate. So they also don't want to waste their time. So if you engage them in a healthy conversation which reflects about how you can help them grow and how you are a good fit, then only you are going to get high paying jobs here.
Okay. I want to pick a question from your answer. So what is the salary whether the student can able to get it after completing an undergraduate or master degree?
So after undergraduate, like I know many undergraduates who have worked under me and they got placed. So that's a bracket of $60,000 to $70,000. That's the best they could get. But then there are outliers I know who got into Uber and got 120, 130K as well even after undergraduate. But they are really sharp in terms of, first of all, they're American. In terms of
they know all the things.
Exactly, they know they're intelligent. At the same time, they know all the tricks and traits to the market and being American. So those are those outliers. But 60 to 70,000 is
even including for the masters also they can.
so masters I have a little bit higher, but it could vary. I have known a person who is a good enough, who was a good enough engineer as well. But I don't know, in his approach, when I asked about his salary, which is not a good thing to do in US, but he was a close friend of mine, and I realized that he's working for so less money. So 55,000 to 85,000 is a range, I would say.
Right. Even we heard lot of students are students who are getting around $200,000 per annum.
Yes, that is doable.
After completing the master itself.
Yes, that is doable. It depends on the field. So a higher paying job has higher volatility. That being said, that you have to keep your position. So if somebody is paying $200,000, he want to make $1 million out of you. So it comes with additional responsibilities. You have to be multidimensional, and yeah, of course,
you have had all the value additions that you could do before starting the job. Yeah, then you
See, many parents or students, they think that if I'm going to invest so much of money, will I get my return on my investment? That is the main thing. Always they think whether I can repay my loan so sooner.
I mean, I think that if somebody trusts his ability, so if somebody doesn't have a belief system in their academic ability, then they are going to have a back foot on their approach. They'll start looking for consultancies, and they'll try to fit here and there, and utilize the OPT time to get as much money as possible. But those people also succeed. I have not seen them returning back to India. So those people also succeed, but then there are studious people who wisely invest their time, and they have a set pattern of growth, and they reach to great heights.
Okay. So in initial days, how many universities did you apply, and what made you to choose NJIT especially?
So we applied to all the tri-state area universities, the University of Delaware, NYU, Pune, Stevens Institute of Technology, NJIT, and one more St. John's University, and Columbia University too. All right.
Yeah.
We did apply to Princeton also, but eventually could not make it. But yeah, so
you got admitted in all?
No, she got admitted in all. She got a fully funded master's in St. John's too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was fully funded.
Yeah, that was fully funded. I
no
had
money.
my I-20 till today.
Then why did you people went to
somebody
NJIT?
suggested that
Institute of
Institute of Technology is having better reputation, and then NJIT had R1 as
research
rank.
status. Yeah.
Research,
So
and
that's-
St. John's is like R3. So he said that so this is the last shot at your life, and you want to make it lighter.
Just don't think
just
about
don't
money.
think about
and
money.
the fees and everything.
It'll
Yeah.
come.
Yeah.
Okay. So now my question towards the visa.
Oh, so visa was a very bad situation for me. I failed once in Delhi, second in Kolkata, and third time I was able to pass in Mumbai, and it all worked out
It's
just
fourth,
because
Calcutta, fourth time, right? In
Delhi, Kolkata, and then Mumbai I was.
Two times in
two times in Delhi.
Oh, okay.
I do remember.
Okay, yeah. So it all worked out because of Arun sir. I'm still thankful till today. Otherwise, I would not
Thank
have
you.
been here.
Yeah.
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 What a turn of events. Think about it. Like
So I'm sitting
it's
here,
such
but
a small
yeah.
incidents in life, and how much big difference it could play.
Yeah, if that day that person
bad day and it
would have
could-
returned my passport, I would not have been here.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, what made you, you tried, you got rejected for the first attempt, right? So what made you to choose, let me go, let me try. And what mistake you did in the 3 times, and in the 4th time, what made a changes to get a visa?
Oh, okay. So actually, I think they were looking for some more information when they were asking question. Since me and my husband both were traveling and we were on independent F1 visas, so I thought it will not make a difference. But at the same time, they were looking for that information from me. They wanted to hear it back that someone else.
Because sorry to interrupt her, because I filled in the DS 160s of both of us. So I thought that I'm filling in the information that she's my spouse.
We don't
she's
have
filling
to-
in the information that I'm her husband. Then we don't have to verbally confirm it.
Yeah.
Because we are already putting it in DS 160, and they were having an impression that maybe she's trying to hide something. And
Yeah.
Like
So they used to ask a lot of questions from me and reject. But for the last time, I think they just asked 2 or 3 questions. As soon as I said, okay, my husband is also traveling, his visa is approved. Okay, do you have his passport? I said, yes, I gave them the passport. They checked the visa and
that was
everything.
also suggested
That was
by-
suggested by you a day before. And they said, okay, all done.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I never forget about one incident where you told me that suddenly we used to have a mock interview in the
Yes,
phone call.
yes, yes.
And that time you were in somewhere in bazaar, and I was not aware of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
In a Kolkata market, I remember. I was
Yeah, we
sitting
were
on the
searching
street.
for a temple there.
Yeah,
It
Hanuman
was a
Mandir.
very crowded, extremely crowded place
Yeah.
around the embassy only.
Yeah.
And she could make a quarter.
So I was sitting in the corner.
But I was not aware. If it is that, I would have hold it. Okay, we'll do it
No,
some
but
other
the,
time.
We
interview
thought
was
that
important.
you have an aggressive approach of dealing with interviews, so that like one should not take it lightly. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but nowadays the student don't feel that. But that aggressiveness made you to get a visa.
yes.
So,
I mean, that shows that he's more interested in getting us successful rather than ourselves. So we should trust his instincts.
Yes.
That,
what made you to trust? See, I know that you connected editors through Facebook, right?
Yes.
So, what instinct you gave? Okay, this person can help me in getting the visa.
the thing is that antitrust is beyond financial gains. That's
Yes.
the first thing.
Yes.
So, right till today, we never talked about finances. So, I mean,
Yeah, we just had a very small conversation with you, and we felt that no,
Yeah.
we should just believe in this person and move forward.
yeah, because
we
in
never had a
India,
second
you know,
thought.
all kind of crooks
We do have
and
fraudulent activities
fraudulent
in and
activities
around,
everywhere.
but
It's-
yeah.
the trust is very hard to build up, and I think that's where he's going to succeed a lot. And even when I see the posts by many failures, I myself myself post on that post that go and
Please
talk-
connect to Arun Trust.
Arun,
Yeah,
sir,
yeah. We
and
do that a
Madam
lot.
this,
Yeah.
yeah. And she posted a big blog about her visa experiences
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Right.
Each
And
and
many
every
people
question.
who are in same boat, like
They used
those
to
who are
reach out to
married
us.
and those, they used to reach out to us, and we used to refer to them.
Yeah, we used to forward those
Thank you.
Yeah.
to you.
Thanks
Yeah.
to you.
Thanks to you. We're sitting here just because of you.
Right. And what is the future, do you think? The student, all the student from different countries, they have to come to US, or is a better country than US?
So I think the trend is not like unidirectional in that manner. Like first of all, like there are different creeds of student back in country as well. Like those who were unsuccessful in landing up a job after bachelor's, they think that they will have a better future abroad. I think they should rethink about that strategy. So one person who is focused about his career, he'll succeed anywhere. But yeah, of course, I could comment that United States is becoming more and more competitive in terms of getting long-term stability here. But in many European countries and even Australia, and in Canada, I don't know about Canada, it's changing as of now, but they offer more long-term stability. So
The growth rate that US has to offer,
No
you
one
cannot
can beat
compete it
you-
with any other
any other
country.
country,
Let
yeah.
it be any border touching countries with US.
Any border touching. In Europe, it gets difficult because of the culture and the language, and still hiring is pretty difficult in Europe because there are labor laws that prevent you from filing for 2 years in a company once you are
I
employed.
heard of France.
Yeah, but we know people who have settled in Europe and even UK, but they all were competent people, and so that's the story. Like competent people don't face any
Challenges anywhere.
challenges. I mean, they do face the challenges, but they have the potential to overcome those.
Okay.
And even if an incompetent person decides to come here, he'll have sufficient time and resources and everything at his disposal to become a competent one. It's one's choice if he wants to become a competent one or choose to become an incompetent one, remain incompetent one. Yeah.
Okay. Chabi, you work for which company and what is your designation?
Oh, I work for Johnson & Johnson Innovative Medicine right now, and I work as a senior data scientist, basically Gen AI expert in the
Okay.
data science group.
And Siddharth, you?
So I'm about to finish my PhD, but my PhD is not academic in a sense that I'm associated with a National Science funded collaborative center which employs 15 to 20 big pharma companies. So my PhD is about solving real industrial problem and not just dealing the academic side of it. So I have had experience of working at Merck for a year maybe, and right now also I'm working on Merck's project, 2 more projects. So eventually I'll end up there in 2 months of time. And besides that, then there is another collaborative institution called as prestigious International Fine Particle Research Institute, whose projects also I'm working with. So that's what I'm saying, that in PhD the advisor also matters a lot. My advisor is a well-established advisor. He's having an experience of more than 35 years. He has graduated more than 45 PhD students. So he has a big group with a reputation, but it's always hard to find of such designation and get yourself under his advising until you are not.
But there are some new advisors these days. They really work hard.
Yeah.
They also have to build their profile, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
So
that's
it's
not bad.
yeah. I mean, both coins, both sides of the story are there. The expert advisors, they have less time for you
Yeah.
too, and your PhD is completely on
you.
to figure out everything.
Yeah.
But with a young, like her advisor is a young associate professor, so he invested a significant amount of time in helping her. But you should be committed too. So she was committed, and he helped her grow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one last question. See, initially, when you come as a student, it's a lot of struggle, right? You come across a lot of things and everything. I know you work hard. I always appreciate you people with other students. These are the best student of mine. I used to say, you have a lot of struggle in those days. Now, how do you feel now after struggling a lot? And now, how do you feel?
I would say the struggle remains the same. It's just the character that changes.
Yeah.
So right now also I sleep for 5 hours only. At that time also I was sleeping for 5 hours. It's just the character of the struggle that has changed. Earlier there were struggles of cooking food, managing household responsibilities. At the same time you have to be studious. But now
Basically, the struggle is all in here. Earlier, you were not adapted to this, but now
you're
are.
adapted. So it's like
Okay, in terms of financial.
no, financially though
Financially there is a struggle when you come in here. Even if your parents have a lot of money, then also it's like 80 times, 85 times.
Yeah,
So you
the
have to take
conversion
care
factor
of,
always runs in your head.
you have to take care of everything before spending, unless you actually start earning here.
Yeah, but if a person decides to spend a low profile life, like not visiting bars and pubs and having drinks and just make dal, chawal, khichdi and survive like that, then it's
Right.
not costly at all.
Yeah,
it's not
Right.
costly.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Now, how do you
Don't make
feel
a
on
very
financial
good-
side?
Don't make a big social group and you have to go and enjoy parties and you don't have
you
money.
have to watch
you are left
movie.
out.
You
Don't do
You
that.
are on a mission here. You are not just because you have limited time to prove yourself in US. Else the reverse clock starts kicking in.
Yeah.
You have to leave the country if you don't get a job, and it gets really stressful during that time.
So, you are happy with right now what you have struggled initially?
Happy.
I'm very
I would
content.
say ecstatic.
Yeah.
Ecstatic.
Yeah, I'm very
not just
content.
happy. Like we see the future. Like
Because now we know what's going to happen.
what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's like that. Earlier we did not know what will be coming, but
yeah.
now we know every
Yeah.
stage what will be happening
Yeah.
in the next few years.
One more question for the little about the opportunities side. So in US, networking is very important to get a job opportunities. So is it true? And what are the options are there for doing a networking?
I have mixed views on that. First of all, networking is not very important. If you have a very good profile and you can actually prove it with your resume and interview, it's not important. Second side of the story is networking is important for average kids, at least because they can at least get an interview call and there might be a chance of proving themselves. And in order to have those networking sessions, so there are various national societies that you can join. For example, he's a member of AICHE, American Institute of Chemical Engineers.
Yeah.
I am American Institute of Statistical Association. So we keep attending those sessions and there is a lot of social gathering and it gives us a good chance to interact and do whatever you have done, what others have done, chances of collaboration, any job opportunities, they are directly posted on those portals. You don't have to even go to LinkedIn or Indeed to find it out. So that really helps.
Yeah, the opportunity to attend conferences.
Yes.
That's the biggest networking event that you could ever imagine in your life.
But I'm little bit surprised on the things when you said that you need not have a networking, but you can still, the brightest student can get a job opportunities.
Yes.
How do you got your job then?
For me, networking did not work. I just got the job for simple path.
Is it based on because you have done a PhD and
That can
Yes,
be true.
that matters. So
what
PhDs
about-
are highly
okay.
respected candidates in the job market.
but what about the master students? How they need to get into job interviews?
I would still say that working on your resume is better than because if you do not have a lot of chances of networking, you cannot waste time in order to find out to network people. You are living in I don't know what kind of places and very less chances to interact. So it's better to network, but it's not very mandatory.
Yeah, but I would like to add one master's people. During my master's job search, I was mostly rejected because of overqualification. My resume had so much to offer that hiring people would tell me that okay.
So please don't brag
please
and
don't
write
brag
everything
to
in the
write
resume.
everything.
Yeah.
Even if you know, just look a little mediocre and
Put whatever you have expertise in, whatever you can talk about.
I mean, you put everything like you are a
People
master of
nowadays
everything.
just
then-
when talk about skills, they can put all the languages, Python, R, this and that, but you may not be using them in your everyday life. So please be aware of that. Yeah.
Overselling yourself never helps.
Yeah, because
I
they
mean,
know.
but I was not overselling myself. I was not overselling myself, but that kind of backfired me.
Got it.
I had multiple independent studies during my master's, so I put all that lab experience, and it was. They were saying, "No, that is too much. Like it's overqualified. You are overqualified for the job." So I got few rejections like that.
Okay. Good.
And always on the LinkedIn, when you apply the job posters, there is a name on the profile, like who is posting
Yes.
the job. Connect to that person.
Exactly.
Send your resume to that person over a personal message on LinkedIn, and you'll definitely get an interview call if your resume is best fit for that. It
Yeah.
worked for me
Yeah.
for a lot of jobs.
That's good, the info.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
connection on the LinkedIn matters.
Connection on LinkedIn, yeah.
See, networking and
Be very precise. You cannot just network hundreds of people trying to connect all hundreds. No one is replying. You are bothered. That's not how it's going to help.
every institute organizes career fair each semester.
Yeah.
You could attend there and do network
But
there.
not just attend, you have to be prepared before you go
Exactly.
there. You have to do all the preparations, what all companies are coming, what are their positions they are posting. If it matches, then only go waste your time talking to them. Otherwise, not just standing at every stall.
Okay. Thank you so much for a lot of information. I've
Yeah.
learned a lot of things from you people. Thank you,
Thank you,
Siddharth.
thank you, Arun sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.